Hello engineers, today I will talk about heads-up display and what kind of problem occurs while using heads-up display, and I will also talk about line, fillet and extrude command. So without wasting time, let's get started. Now you might be wondering what is heads-up display. So first I will show you what is heads-up display. Let me choose here line command, and you have noticed here it is showing here x point and y point. You can also see here x coordinate and y coordinate. Actually heads up display is the box which is showing here at the right side of the point. This box is called as heads up display, and currently it is in point input mode. It normally use two modes, and currently it is in point input mode. And if you want to use this, then we already know how to use this line command in AutoCAD tutorials, so I think it will be very easy for you to learn in Autodesk Inventor. So let's get started. So if I want to give here any point, then first I will place here tab, then it has highlighted x coordinate, so I will give here value x, I will give here value 0, and then I will press tab again, and it has highlighted y coordinate, I will give here value 0, and you can see here it has locked the x coordinate, and now I have to give here value of y coordinates, so I will simply give here value 0, enter. Now it started using it from the origin because we took the value 0 0 of x and y coordinate, and now it is in distance input mode. Before we see this distance input mode, we saw that point input mode. So I think now you understand what is point input mode and what is distance input mode. So in distance input mode, it is showing here dimension in inches, so I will give here dimension 5, and then I want to give here degree, so I will simply press tab. Now I will give here angle, value of angle 60, and then I will simply press enter. After this, I right now I want to draw one triangle, and you might have noticed here, I will talk about this later. Let me give here dimension 5 again because I want to draw a triangle. Now I will press tab again. Now you have noticed here it measures angle according to relative coordinate system. It measures angles with the line which we drawn last time. It doesn't use absolute coordinate system. So if we use absolute coordinate system, then angle would be minus 60, but right now we can give here angle 60. Now I will simply press enter. Now you can close this by right clicking here and close, but I will click on close later. Right now I am going to escape this, and I am going to use here heads up, and I can simply write here 5 to complete the triangle. And if you want to complete it directly, then simply make sure that you see here this green icon, I mean this green dot, then simply press left click. As you can see, a triangle is completed. Now I am going to show you what is problem with this heads up display, and for that I would like to use here fillet command. I will give here value fillet. I will use fillet this one and this one, again this one and this one, this one and this one. Now it got correct shape, but you have noticed here this line is still extended, it is not trimmed this line. So what will be the problem here? So let me show you what will be the problem. let's finish the sketch. And if I will because of this extended line, I cannot use some features. For example, if I want to use here extrude command, if I want to make it 3D drawing and want to use here extrude command, then it will not work. Let me show you. Let's click on extrude. As you can see here, I cannot click on OK because of this extended line. So let's fix this. Let's come back to sketch again. Now I will trim it. Simply select here trim command. Now it is fixed. Let's finish sketch. Extrude. As you can see here, now I can extrude it. I will give here value 1 inch. Okay. As you can see here, it is completed. So I think now you understand what are the problems of this heads-up display and how you can use this heads-up, what is point input mode and what is distance input mode, and how you can use basic line and chamfer command, I mean fillet command. So now you can get lost.